Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Let's get into it. So yesterday, I said that Bitcoin was going to reverse if and only if, we're going to jump to the 4-hourly, if and only if we were to breach, this is the language I use, to breach this level here, this point of control at 48.8. I believe the exact number on this chart was 48.16, but these levels are ranges. I want everybody to understand, like, you have a range. Some analysts will draw rectangles, some will denote the ranges as, between lines. I think that's the most accurate way. You can also use just a certain price point. But it's important. When I say breach, I mean open and close. And I've explained this before. If you're subscribed to the channel, you will know that it's important once you confirm a price action. Price action needs to be confirmed on larger time frames, number one. And the minimum I personally use is the 4-hourly time frame for important trend changes or trend indications. And number two, I want the price to open and close above that. So for those of you who don't know candlestick charting, I'm just going to explain really quickly. The green candles, they open on the bottom and they close on the top. The red candles open on the top and close on the bottom. We're on the 4-hourly time frame, okay? This is the minimum I will use for any important changes in trend. And we can see that, let me just remove this to not confuse anybody. Okay, we can see that at this point, we had some strong momentum. We had an awesome, great, big, strong, bullish engulfing candle, right? 4-hourly candle right here, taking us all the way up to the level, the 48.8 level, right? That's our point. That's where, it was our main resistance level that I said, okay, if we breach this, then we're golden in terms of a reversal, right? Because we had just had this ABC correction that I charted, and the correction was over, I said. Now we start our way back up. And the first thing we do is, we print this strong green candle. One of the first things we do. But what happens? We get a little bit stymied by this resistance level, right? This zone of resistance at 48.8. And we print another candle, and we do go above that price point at 48.816, right? So we get as high as 49.3 or something. And maybe some people thought we were in the clear, we were going to be reversing. But what happened? And this is why it's very important to use open and closes and use higher time frame charts. So we're on the 4-hourly again. Look, again, the red candles open on the top and close on the bottom. Green opens on the bottom, closes at the top. We had opened all the way down here at 47 and closed at 48.8. But now we need to open above 48.8. What happened? We wicked and closed. We opened at 48.8 and closed below. Okay, we tried again, opened at 48.6, finally closed above 49.9. So this is why I say open and close. We opened below, we closed above. All we need to do is open above, okay? And then what happened? We opened a red candle and closed way below. So I hope everybody can see. And again, the main purposes of this channel is educational. Obviously, I'm sharing my ideas on the charts, how I trade, how I view these charts to make money in this market. But hopefully what you can do is look, and see my ideas and hopefully learn from them if there's something that you may not know. Maybe there's something that you know that I don't know, and this is why I watch other people's channels, right? You're always learning if you're doing it right. So opening and closing, higher time frame, that's a strong indicator. We did not open and close. We see these wicks into the resistance zone. We ultimately got rejected. That's not the end of the world. We knew that this was strong resistance. Let's zoom out. Let's go on the daily time frame. Look at this level. Let's zoom out even more. Okay. Look at this resistance right here. This band of resistance is solid, and it's been trouble ever since, right? We basically used it as support, right? Support becomes resistance when you're below. Resistance becomes support when you're above. Yeah. So before, when we were in February and we were making our market high, the all-time high of Bitcoin, we use this band as support. This 48.8 to about 46.5, let's say, or 46. This was support. Now, you shouldn't be surprised that it's creating issues for us in terms of serving as resistance now that we're trying to get back above it, right? And how many times have we tried to breach it? All right, we tried to breach it once here, and we got rejected. We tried again, barely got above, played within it, and got rejected. That is just 2 tries. So again, zoom out, get some context. When you're charting, it's important to have a bit of a narrative and understand what's going on. We've literally just tested this once, twice, and got rejected. And every single time we get rejected, what happens? We find support on the 21 EMA. Those of you who are subscribed to the channel know that the 21 exponential moving average and a Fibonacci number in bull markets, in uptrends, whatever project, here we're looking at Bitcoin, but you can backtest this on any project, that is indicative of bullish momentum. And when you find support, usually when you bounce off of that, when you're in a bull trend and you're making higher highs and higher lows, again, what is a bull trend? A bull trend isn't when somebody on the internet says we're in a bull market, whatever. It's not opinion. It's a fact. You're looking technically at higher highs and higher lows printed consistently, right? This is exactly what you're seeing. Higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low. And we're rolling over a bit, but you see a higher low. So this is what I'm saying. You're in a bull trend. You're riding the 21 EMA. You get rejected from resistance. You bounce right off the 21 EMA. This is healthy. This is expected. There's nothing to be surprised or kind of freak out about. Also, we are maintaining the integrity of our ascending channel. I am not saying that we're not rolling over, and that's to be expected because I don't expect for this to continue ad infinitum. I think that we're eventually going to break this channel to the upside, then roll over, right? That's my theory. That's been my theory since. But if we do indeed roll over beforehand, break this channel beforehand to the bottom, we will break the 21 EMA and most likely find support on the 55, right? The 55 EMA that's coming here. And that should be around, actually before saying that, we should find support before the 55 EMA. Why? Let's look at where there's support on the downside, because a lot of people are thinking that we're going to break to the downside, and that may be possible. So let's see where we can find support to the downside. Okay, let's go into the 4-hourly chart, and we see that the next point of support is the 55 EMA at about 45.5. It would be. You see the VPVR is indicating as much, and you see this band right here. Basically, that would be the previous swing high that we'd be resting on. About 46. This is exactly where we found support this time. But I'd say this band, again, they're bands of support and resistance. So you see this band here. We could go as low as about 44 and still be supported by all of this price action. So that's to the downside. But again, I do believe that because we respected the lower boundary of this ascending channel, because we did complete this ABC correction, we did show very, very strong upwards momentum to the upside when continuing kind of this upwards trend, but got rejected from a very significant point of resistance that we've only tried once before, I don't believe that this is showing extreme signs of weakness. The signs of weakness, I will concede, are clearly visible on the daily time frame, where you have bearish divergence, right? You have lower highs and lower lows on the RSI and the stochastic RSI, and you have higher highs and higher lows on price action. You can also see it on the 8-hourly, I believe. Less so on the 8-hourly, but more on the 4-hourly. In any case, there is bearish divergence, but it's to be expected when you've been in an uptrend since July 25th. You will get a correction. I just believe that the correction isn't until we breach this channel to the upside and hit our 52 plus target. I still think it's 56. Okay. And last thing I'll say is you are getting some bullish divergence here, some slight bullish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame. And remember, we saw bullish divergence yesterday on the 1-hourly time frame, which is, low time frame, and that played out exactly as we expected it to, right? We got this really strong candle and this basic test of this resistance point. And here is the 4-hourly time frame. We're seeing bullish divergence. And for those of you who don't see it, let's look in a little closer. Okay, so we have a lower low and a higher low here, right? Here you have a higher low and a lower low. Let's draw our arrows for those of you who still don't see it. Okay, that's price action. It's going from low to lower rather. And here in the RSI, it's going from low to higher. I hope you see that. That's the divergence on the 4-hourly time frame, which is relatively higher time frame. Then you can say it's more, you can say with more confidence that these patterns do play out. So I expect for us in Bitcoin, in summary, to retest that band of resistance between 46 and 48. Just say retest the band of resistance at around 48.8, where we got rejected last. And again, if we open and close above 48.8, we will get reversal. If we do not open and close above on a higher time frame, minimum 4-hourly chart, then expect a retest of this bottom trend line, and we may not bounce this time. We may breach the channel, right? The bottom trend line. We may breach the bottom boundary of our ascending channel and finally correct. And if we do correct, I think that we have support, as I said, around 45.5, as low as, let's see, we have support as low as 44 to 46, basically. We have support between 44 and 46. So I don't expect a heinous drop. So that's Bitcoin. I hope everybody understands that. Again, technical analysis is analysis. It's not a crystal ball. It's just looking at patterns and trying to see what's most likely to play out. Do your own research. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes. I am indeed using this information in my trades, if I'm in any trades. But again, the way to build wealth in this space, and this is financial advice, is to buy and hold. And if you're trading, it should be to trade so that you can supplement your bags to buy and hold, right? So you don't have to worry about liquidation points and running out of margins and stuff like that. That is not a great way or a high probability way to build wealth in this space. So that's just my opinion, and everybody's entitled to an opinion. But I hope that helps. I hope that was useful. If you got value, please smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.